Hey everyone, we're diving deep today into something really cool, especially if you're into prepping and comms like we are. We're talking about Meshtastic.
Meshtastic.
Yeah, and how it fits in with everything else that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like SimplePTT. We've got a great source, Denny,
K5DCC.
K5DCC.
Mm-hmm.
He knows his stuff when it comes to staying connected, even when the grid's down. So let's jump in. What do we got here? What's the big deal with Meshtastic?
Well, the really interesting thing is we're seeing a lot of the same people who use SimplePTT are now getting into Meshtastic.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of like they're finding each other, you know?
Cool.
And they're realizing that Meshtastic, it could be this whole other way to stay in touch when things get rough. They're even hanging out in the Digicom Cafe SimplePTT group talking about it.
Wait, so it's like this whole other community?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. But it's more than just tech, right? I mean, like, what's the real draw here?
You got it. It's about that shared passion, right? For staying connected no matter what happens.
Okay, so, like, if I'm already using Simple PTT and I'm thinking, Meshtastic, maybe? Where do I even start?
So you'd need a LoRa node. It's like, think of it as this tiny, powerful radio that can send messages super far.
Okay.
Then you got to flash it with this Meshtastic firmware. It's basically like giving it a whole new operating system for off-grid comms.
Oh, that sounds cool.
And the best part is, once you've got that set up, you just add the simple PTT channel to your node and bam, you're in.
Hold on, so I can actually talk to my Simple PTT peeps through Meshtastic.
Yep. It's awesome.
That is pretty slick.
It really opens up your options for staying in touch, right?
Right.
And Meshtastic, it's all about text messages.
Oh, okay.
Which is perfect when you don't have a lot of bandwidth or you need to save your battery.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so you're not draining your phone or anything like that.
Right.
But you mentioned something about MQTT earlier.
Oh, yeah. What's the deal with that? How does it fit into all this?
Okay, so imagine you're trying to reach someone who's miles away, way beyond the range of your nodes.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe you need to connect with a whole network of people for information or help, right?
Yeah.
That's where MQTT comes in. It basically hooks your Meshtastic network up to the internet.
Oh, wow.
So you can send and receive messages globally, all within that same encrypted channel.
So it's like having a backup communication system that can reach anyone.
Exactly. It's like this extra layer of security. You're never really out of touch.
That's incredible.
It is, right?
Like,
so for our listeners out there who are already into Simple PTT, what does all this mean for them? It means they've got this whole other awesome way to connect with people who get it,
yeah,
learn new things and be prepared for anything.
right.
Adding that Simple PTT channel to their Meshtastic node is like, it's more than just tech. It's joining this community of people who love comms and prepping just as much as they do.
It's like expanding your toolbox and your network at the same time.
Exactly. And, it's a great way to dive even deeper into the real PTT network and the Digicom Cafe.
Totally. So much to explore there.
Yeah. So I want to leave you with this thought. How might having all these different ways to communicate, locally and globally change how we build communities and support each other in a world that feels, well, more and more uncertain?
That's a great question. Really makes you think.
It does, doesn't it?
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Meshtastic and Simple PTT. Until next time, stay connected.
Stay connected.
Bye.
See ya.